Okay guys, I'm back with the third question that was asked about this Eeyore, which again, disclaimer, this is not my pattern. I cannot share how to make the whole thing. It is a Leisure Arts pattern, Pooh Little Buddies, Disney Home. It is a thread crochet pattern. I am using yarn, 4-ply worsted weight, and I believe an H hook. So, the third question was how to make the head. Now, technically, the head is made as part of the body, but the face is made separate, and I believe that's really what she's asking me, is how to join that. So, I'm going to kind of forgive the camera movement, but I'm going to try to show you where I am at this point. And I am to the point where I'm doing the joining around to match the face to the body. But let me show you how big this guy is at this point. This is, and I don't really have him stuffed completely firm. You can see I'm kind of stuffing as I go. But this is our headless Eeyore here. Can you see that? To give you an idea, this is my hand next to him. So he's a pretty big guy. So we are getting ready to, I'm moving the camera a lot. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can get you back where you're focused on where my stitches are. We are getting ready to attach. Earlier in our directions, they had us make our, gosh, that's awful close, guys. Hold on, let me see if I can lift you up some here. Our muzzle and face that they had us make here. We're getting ready to attach that, the joining around. It says it's round 5. Now, in my pattern book, that is on page 35. So, on our last round, it said to chain 1. Let me back that up. It said to join with the slip stitch, chain 1, but do not turn. So, here he is, holding the face and body with the right sides together, matching the marked, excuse me, can't talk, the marked single crochet on the face with the next single crochet. They had us mark a single crochet with the next single crochet. Whoops. Got it. Let me get this little marker out of my way. So can you see what I'm doing? I am matching these two, and I am going to work through both thicknesses, single crochet, and the next 13 single crochet. So there's that one and this one. 1, I do find at this point he's a little bit more awkward to work with because he is so stuffed, but if I didn't stuff him, it would have been very difficult to do it later. Ten, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so that was the 13. Leaving the remaining stitches on the face unworked, I'm going to single crochet around back to here and join with a slip stitch to my first single crochet. Should be 32, it says. Sorry about bumping the camera. Whoops, I split a stitch. Try that one again. And join with my slip stitch. And chain one. The next round, it says to single crochet in each single crochet around. I do not believe that includes the I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we just literally follow it blindly. We'll single crochet in the single crochets around. Sorry about the phone dinging. Gosh, it's so quiet in here. My daughter's gone and the cats are all, you know, doing the afternoon cat nap kind of thing, and it's just really, really quiet. Normally I would have the radio on, but I don't want to have to go through the crazy, you know, I don't own the copyrights to this music kind of thing. So on this round. Best I understand it, if I'm reading it correctly, we are not going to work on the stitches that we did not touch along the outside of the face. So we are just going to continue on these stitches along, can you see this, along this neckband here. So let's just keep going right across here. And this is round 6. It is a lot more awkward to work with him stuffed, guys. I apologize if my hand movements look a little awkward. But as I have said before, I am not an expert. Do not claim to be. I actually was very fortunate. My mom and my grandmama taught me to crochet when I was a little girl, and I have been crocheting a long time. But I do a lot of it by instinct and what I think, what my understanding of how things should go together is, maybe is what I should say. So I make no guarantees that this is right, just this is how I make it work. So join with a slip stitch, chain 1 and turn, pull up a loop in the next single crochet on the head. Working in the unworked single crochet on the face, pull up a loop in the same stitch as the joining single crochet. Okay, so we are pulling up 3 loops. So a loop here and a loop here. So did you see that? A loop's already on there, a loop on the head, the single crochets we were just in, and a loop on the stitches on the face that we did not work, and we're pulling it through, so we're making almost like that decrease, but basically what it's doing is closing, so we don't have, oh, I didn't have that where you could see it, sorry. Closing those 3, closing where we don't have that gap there. And now we are, that counts as 1 single crochet, it says, and now we are going to decrease, single crochet in the next 34, whoops. Sorry guys, I am counting. Now we are going to decrease, it says, and that same thing that we did with the 3, we're going to pull up 1, pull up here so that we have the 3 and join them. Okay, and there should have been 11 single crochets that we skipped here, so let's see. Make sure I didn't skip 12 there. Oh, I think I skipped one too many. So let's try this and see again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, fiddlesticks, guys. I was right the first time. Oh, well. There we go. So that was kind of that. It's almost like a decrease, but it's pulling that gap together again. And our snout is on there, and we are to single crochet around and join it with the slip stitch. Now, if memory serves me correctly, this was kind of the last tricky part on this pattern, but let me double check and make sure when I get to the end of this row or round, and I'll see if there's anything else that I feel like I need to mention. 15, 16, but I'm getting close. I'll join it with the slip stitch and let you see. But I think from here on out it's pretty much finishing off his head, and of course, you know, adding the details and things. So I'm getting there. Give me just a second. If I could crochet as fast as I can talk, man, I would be good. And I'm going to join it with a slip stitch here and pull a loop so you guys can see. Okay. Alright, I'm going to play with the camera movement, so I apologize, guys. But I want you to see. See how his snout is now, his head is now on there, or his face is now on here. And we're going to continue to work up for his head, decreasing. And on our pattern, it's mostly the rest of the rounds are decreasing right on through, and we'll join his ears on round 19, which is pretty easy. But if anybody, you know, hits that point, I'll check and see when I get there. I'll try maybe to add that, but it's not too hard. It's pretty, I mean, they're really quick and fast because they're already made earlier. And then of course, oh, my daughter's here. I hear her yelling for me. And then of course there's the matter of adding his mane. So that's it, I think, for the hard joining parts on this, guys. So if you have any questions, let me know. And again, thanks for your patience in watching this. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Last question I had was about joining the ears. The ears do kind of look like this when they are put together, and the fold over is kind of a strange one. But this is the general shape that you get. And they kind of lay like this on his body. something like this. There we go. And so I am to the point. I'm going to move the camera, I apologize. You can see how big he's gotten here. And it's kind of a catch-22 because if I zoom you way out, you can't see what I'm doing, but I will be back, well, of course, when I finish him to show you like the finished, completely finished product. Guys, I was going to say I just ate my crocheting hook. Did me the least good of anything I'd ever had, but found it. So I just finished round 18 and I am on round 19, which is where I am to start joining the ear. And let me see. I'm going to redo my chain and turn. It always helps me if I go back and do that chain and turn so that I know I'm in the right spot. See, can you see that? Yes. Okay, now my directions say chain 1 and turn, single crochet in the next 2 single crochet. With the first ear, whoops. My goodness, guys. What, there it is. Let me double check and make sure I've got my ears turned the right way real quick before I get them on there and go, wait a minute. I do. Okay, there we go. I've got them. So with the first ear facing forward and the head with right sides together, matching the center top single crochet on the ear with the next single crochet on the head, working through both thicknesses. Single crochet, next 3 single crochets. Let's see what we got here. Well, let's use our brains here. Eeyore's ear should go like that, and we have 3 single crochets there, so let's try this and see how it works. One single crochet. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? 2 single crochets and 3 single crochets, and voila, we have an ear attached to a head. And then we continue to work on around his head for the next 18 crochets. So let's see. So the one I just went in, yes. Sorry about the lighting. It's getting a little later in the day, but I'm to the point I want to go ahead and, you know, get this portion done. Or finished, completed. I always think of the word done with food and not with a project. So I always feel kind of weird if I say I want to get something done. But I want to get this. Oh, I didn't count. Whoops. Now let me see here. Now it says to pick up our other ear. Sorry about shaking the camera, guys. I've got it close to me so you can see. And of course that means I'm rattling the mess out of you. Pick up my other ear, matching them, working through both thicknesses. Let me see if that looks about right. Well, we have 2 donkey ears and they look like they're laying about right, so we'll finish this round and see what happens. Sorry, I guess I should move this where you can see what I'm doing, shouldn't I? But basically, I'm just literally finishing out this round around his, the front of his head here. Sorry about that. I'm doing my 12 across here and my decrease. I got lost in my own thought, thinking about how close I was to being ready to finish stuffing this guy. That's pretty slack. You ever get that way? You get close to the end of the project and you start going, oh yes, I am almost there. So I'm almost over here and I get here and decrease and join with a slip stitch. Now, guys, I'm going to move the camera some, and I apologize for the wiggles. But as you can see, I know his face is flat because I haven't stuffed him. But we've got 2 ears attached here, 1 on each side, which is what we were after. They kind of flop and dangle, which is what Eeyore's ears do. They're kind of floppy because he's, you know, gloomy. A gloomy Gus. So I think that is everything that everybody's had questions about. And finally, I think that's all. So I'll get this last little bit up. And hopefully the next video I show you will be the quick view of him completed. Thanks for watching, guys.